Welcome to the Lippert Technical Institute. I'm Charlie and I'll be your technical trainer. Today we're going to be replacing a vent fan inside the bathroom, and we're going to do that with a 14-inch Furrion vent fan kit. Inside the kit includes a garnish ring, the fan itself, and a few materials for installation, including butyl tape, self-leveling lap sealant, 2 Wago connectors for electrical, and 2 sets of screws, 4 flathead white painted white screws for the inside and 18 panhead screws for the outside. Also, the tools needed for this project are some scrapers to scrape some of that lap sealant off the roof, a pencil to draw around it, a tape measure, diagonal cutters, an electric drill and bits, and some cleaning gear to clean the roof with, and some cloths to clean that up. Now, the first step in the process is to replace the old fan, so let's go inside and get after it.
Inside the unit, remove the old garnish ring by removing the 4 screws that secure it in place. Making sure that all electrical power has been disconnected from your unit, that is, battery power, shore power, and potentially generator power. Now you can cut or disconnect the wires to the old fan. On the roof of your unit, you may have a rain cover that protects your fan. Go ahead and remove that by removing the 4 screws that hold it in place. Locate and remove the 4 rain cover brackets by removing the screws as shown. By removing the top portion of the old lap seal with a putty knife, locate all the tops of the screws that secure the old vent fan to the unit. This will allow easy access to the screws that need to be removed. Once the screws have been located, remove all screws with an electrical drill. Very carefully and without damaging the roof membrane, remove all caulking and lap seal that is around the opening of the vent area. Pry the outer ring of the old fan from the roof and remove the old roof vent fan assembly. Clean and remove any leftover caulking compound that may have been left behind around the vent fan.
Once you get all of the sealant removed from the material on the roof, then you're going to utilize some dish soap or some non-solvent cleaner to clean the rest of this. So I have some of this cleaner from Lippert that I'm going to use. I'm going to spray it on there and wipe it off. Just get enough of that area so you'll cover the couple inches that the flange of the fan is going to touch the surface of the roof.
Place the vent fan into the roof opening and trace a pencil line around the fan to verify the clean area that will be required. Make sure there is a minimum of 2 inches cleared entirely around the roof opening of the vent area as seen here. Prior to installation, make sure that you position the vent fan with the lid hinge facing the front of the unit as seen here. Apply a continuous strip of butyl tape to the bottom surface of the fan unit, making sure to cover the screw hole divots on the flange. Remove the butyl tape backing to expose the adhesive side of the butyl tape. Position the vent fan into the opening and press down to adhere it to the roof, making sure that the vent fan is centered in the opening. Secure the vent fan to the roof by installing 18 1-inch long self-drilling panhead screws in the raised ring dimple locations along the flange. Make sure you do not over-tighten the screw to avoid cracking the flange. Apply a bead of self-leveling sealant all the way around the outside edge of the flange. Next, apply a small amount of lap seal over all 18 exposed screw heads. Back inside the unit, reconnect the power wires using the 2 Wago connectors, making sure that the positive wire is connected to the positive from the unit and the ground wire is connected to the ground wire. Once connected, properly store the wire bundle between the ceiling and the roof gap.
Now the flange ring is designed to fit different thicknesses of ceiling, so that's why we have to measure the inside of the ceiling all the way to the roof in order for the flange to fit properly inside there. So we measured our vent opening and got about 6 inches, and that's what this vent flange is. It's 6 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and just use what we got out of the box. But if for whatever reason you have a thinner ceiling thickness, you'd have to cut this, and you can cut it with a hacksaw or a jigsaw or even a table saw. So let's go ahead and go in and install this, and we'll be good to go.
Insert the garnish ring between the vent fan and the cutout and fasten into place with 4 painted white 1-inch long self-drilling Phillips head screws.
Remove screen from vent fan assembly. Use Allen wrench to tighten fan blade down. Reinstall screen on vent fan assembly.
To operate the vent fan, pull knob down to unlock prior to turning. Rotate knob to open and close the vent lid. And use the keypad to control the on-off power operations of the vent fan.